Welcome. I'm Meredith. This is the Oasis Spiritual Empowerment Tarot. All about tarot, oracle, and empowering you. We have another unboxing from Kickstarter. And this one. So, I'm excited for all of them. Who are we kidding? But this deck, I've been really excited for this. So this is the Fool's Tarot by Ritual Muse. So this deck is by the person who made the Tattered Wings Oracles, which I adore. So, let me find my scissors. And if you hear purring, that would be the cat on my lap. So he is very intent on being cuddled right now. So, let's see. It's just lovely packaging. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. The Ritual Muse. You are the magic. Thank you for taking us along on your journey. Love, Naya. You can go to theritualmuse.com. And the creator is Naya House. And look how beautiful that is. And this is like a nice velvet, but so beautiful. And so I don't even remember. I don't remember what I think this is the majors only maybe version of this. We'll find out, I guess. Trying to get this plastic off without scratching the card. It's very tight. And I should say, remember to like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell so you get alerted when I post new videos. And, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I really enjoy hearing from you. What you think about certain decks, what you'd like to see, what you don't like. I value your thoughts, and I really enjoy the interaction. So, oh my goodness, this plastic. All right, here we go. So, where to begin? Look at the pretty gilding. Well, let's begin with the guidebook. Love this pouch, though. Oh, man. Okay. So, this feels so nice. It's that really soft, it's nice. It's nice to touch and hold. A major arcana journey. So maybe these two go together. I don't even remember. Oh my goodness. Now I did. Okay. So this is for this, right? This is the Lunar Wild. This is the Fool's Tarot. So I think, I still don't remember. I think one of these was the Kickstarter. One was maybe an add-on. I think that's what it was. It's been so long. I should probably check my Kickstarters before I do these videos. But I like to be surprised. Okay, so let's take a quick look. I don't even know if this is a guidebook or is it just meant to be like a notebook. Okay. So it looks like for each of the cards, we have a paragraph, and then we have a section for notes for each of the cards, which is really just a lovely idea. Yeah, so let's look at the cards first, and then I'll pick one and we'll read from this. And then we'll look at the other deck. Okay. So, these are the backs. So pretty. I should probably bring it out a little bit, actually. Is it better? So again, this is majors only for this deck. So we have the Fool. So beautiful. Oh, I love this Magician. I really, really love their artwork. Wow. This is just wonderful. Love that depiction. Oh, love this too. Really interesting. I like the way this is done. Oh, wow. Oh, love with the Phoenix. Oh, wow. I love that she's got the gas can. Sometimes you need to burn that stuff down. It's just, her art is so evocative and transportive. And it's just, love. Oh, look, that's fabulous. Oh, and then we have a new moon, a blue moon, and a dark side. Okay, so let's give these a shuffle. Now, let me show you size. So, significantly taller and wider than a standard tarot. I can stretch, but I have big hands. Definitely, if you have smaller hands, you're going to want to kind of go like that. But I can overhand like this. But let's just take a look at one card so we can take a look at the guidebook. So we have the World. So for each card, you do have a full image. I wonder if we have the moons in here. I don't think so. No. It looks like just the majors are in here, which is, fine. Yeah. So, we do have a full color image of the card. And it says, "You are exactly where you are supposed to be, and you have arrived here carrying all the bits of experience that you need. You are ready for the next phase of your life. When this guide comes to walk with you, trust in who you are and who you have become. Move forward with confidence. Trust in yourself and a full heart. You have done so well, and your guides, your ancestors, are beyond proud of who you are. And then again, we have space for notes. So yeah, it looks like we have 3 pages for each card to write notes. Okay. I'm going to set these aside for now so we can take a look at this deck. And then at the end, I will lay them all out and maybe use some of the Tattered Wings in there too. Just to kind of see how they might work together. So now this is a full tarot deck. So it's a 78 card deck with animal energy, symbolism, and even an 80s movie reference or two. Guidebook is included. Now this one might be, oh, look at that. That's really pretty gilding. It's like a gunmetal. Look how pretty that is. So, let's see if it has a date. I'm still trying to figure out which came. There's no date. So I have no idea if they were both. I don't know. I just don't know. But, alright. So it gets pretty much right into the cards. It's interesting. So we have symbols. Maybe they're on the decks. We'll have to see. But not for everything. Like Justice and the Hierophant don't have any. We have about a paragraph for each card. We have a paragraph for Earth cards, which of course are coins or pentacles. Air, which are swords, etc. And then we have the numbers, right? Talks about court cards. Courts are, instead of pages, we have initiates. Instead of knights, we have champions. We have sages instead of queens, and then speakers instead of kings. It also gives us some spreads. A couple spreads. And talks about reading intuitively. Okay, so let's take a look at this deck. I love these backs. I don't know if you can see. There's that it's not embossed because it goes into it. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. But it's like, can you see? It's, I can't think of the stinking word. Whatever. They're super pretty. All right. So we have the Fool. Absolutely beautiful. So this is a very, and we do have a symbol key too. Four. I feel like this deck was already around, and I added this one. I could be wrong. Oh, I love the way this was done. Now, this is a very limited color. That will, so all of most of them are pretty limited in color palette, but I don't mind. I love this Hermit. This is a really interesting deck. Oh, beautiful Temperance. Oh, so there's no symbol on here, so that's why there's no symbol on the key, which makes sense. Oh, how beautiful is that? This is a very, very different deck. It's really interesting. Oh, I love that. It's like the never-ending story. Fabulous. Yeah, this is really an interesting deck. I'm gonna see how I work with it. So these are kind of pippy. You know, we do have that same background and just the symbols kind of moving a bit. Yeah, I would definitely say this is a pip deck. But it's a beautiful pip deck. Yeah, so these are not really giving you anything in terms of meaning from the illustration. You know, beyond that earthiness. Somebody's walking across the street. So this is our page. Knight, you know, champion. And the sage would be the queen. And the speaker, the king. So actually I want to pull these out just so we can compare them to the other suits, see if they're the same. So here we get a little bit. Well, and even here. Right? And here. So these are giving you a bit more than we had for Pentacles or the Earth. So yeah, so we're getting a lot of traditional RWS imagery. I mean, that's fabulous with Dreamcatcher too. It's kind of weird that there was nothing, right? Did I miss something with the Earth? I don't think so. So I mean, there's nothing here that to me, I mean, maybe, I mean, here you get an idea of balance, you know. And here maybe that progression kind of coming together. But then from the 4 on, I do feel like there's nothing to really, you know, harken back to that RWS. I guess that's where I'm going with it. Okay, so now we have the Initiate of Air. So just to kind of see, so I have a feeling we're going to see books for all of the pages. Really interesting how this was done. And then for the champion, looks like we're going to have those trophies for all of the knights. I've just done a little differently. The sage or the queen, we're going to have the lotus. Oop, cards are sliding. Oh, I didn't do size for this either, did I? And then speakers or kings will have crowns. Oh, look at the fire. So, you know, we do have... We have some that harken to RWS and we have some that don't. Right? Like, I do feel like this is a kind of missed opportunity, maybe. If you're going to use the RWS stuff, maybe use it. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. It's just, and, you know, here, so we still get, we get it in some places and not others. So I'm not really sure why some have it and some don't. But I'm not, you know, I'm not slagging off the deck by any means. And then here again, for that page, we have a book. Trophy for the night. And I do like this. The lotus for the sage or the queen. And the crown for the king. So these are very easy to remember. Wow. So again, we have a lot of the RWS imagery. We just don't have it everywhere. I'm trying to understand why the Om for the Four of Cups. I mean, I guess because of that sort of meditative thing. Love this for the 5. That's fabulous. So, I mean, some give you more than others. Quite like that. And again, we have that initiator page with the book, and then the trophy for the knight or the champion. The lotus for the sage or the queen, and the crown for the speaker or the king. So let's give these a shuffle, see how these shuffle, and then we'll pick one and read from the guidebook, and then I'll lay both decks out so you can see how they might look. And I think I'm going to lay them out separately just because the other deck is so big. Oh, and I missed, I'm sorry, missed the extra cards. So we have the Morgan. Beautiful. Ceridwen. Kali. And Lilith. So we do have those extra cards. Cardstock is very nice. Shuffles very well. It's not... I guess there's like a light gloss, but it's light. It's like a... kind of like playing card, I think. You know, it's definitely not sticky, and it's not like super shiny or anything, but the cards do have a really nice movement. So let's just pick one. So we have the Ace of Water, which of course doesn't have much of a write-up, but that's okay. So what we have for the minors, is first you look at the water cards, right? So usually referred to as cups. They speak of our emotions and intuition. Their direction is west and their moon is the waning crescent. For timing, they are speaking of months. The characteristics of the suit are intuition and perception, sensitivity and passivity, and inward feeling. And then for the aces, for all aces, we have beginnings, possibility, full gift of the element. So let's pull a major just to see, like a real, just to give you a better idea of some of what. Oh, come on, man. All right, we're gonna do it. Yeah, the wheel. Okay. Oh, I did a wheel in my last video too. Okay. So our symbol is karma. This card usually speaks of change that reflects the querent's luck and karma. Upright is a positive outlook of reaching our destiny, discovering great opportunity, and winning, whereas reverse can forewarn of misfortune, bad luck, or an unseen setback on the way. All right, so let's quickly lay some of these out, and then I'm gonna lay out the majors only with the oracle, because I think they're going to be fabulous together. We're not going to be able to fit more than this. This is a really interesting deck. It's very different from anything I have. I feel like this is a really good deck to use for maybe more masculine energy. I mean, the deck itself doesn't feel... the deck feels very neutral. Maybe that's what it is. I do have a lot of feminine decks. So I think that's why I'm thinking, like, this could be a good deck to use for men. But certainly fabulous for women as well. I love that so much. Yeah, I'm really interested in using this deck. So it's very different from any decks that I have. There's something very soothing about the color palette, but it's in a kind of subtle way, you know? It's just, it's kind of subtly gentle. I don't know if that makes sense. But really, really interesting deck. So, yeah, so let's take a look. Let's take a look at the other deck and pair that with one of the oracles anyway. Because, I mean, these are so beautiful. I mean, and I think these are going to be perfect with the oracle. But I wanted to lay some out so you could see how they might look in a reading. Now, I know not everybody likes majors only decks. I love that these are huge because I think this is going to be a great deck to use as like a main theme or an overarching idea for bigger spreads. So, I mean, there are so many different ways you can use majors only decks. I'm gonna pull this to the side so we can see it with, this is the Tattered Wings Oracle. I forget what edition. There's like 3, maybe 4. I have 2 of them. But it just, you know, it's very similar style artwork for these decks, and I think they're wonderful. This is one of my all-time favorite oracles. I know I have so many favorites, but it is. This fabulous intuitive deck. And I feel like this is going to be a fabulous intuitive read as well. And I think these are going to pair wonderfully. It's just, there's something so special about the art style. And love that. Yeah, so you can see, so we saw this is one of the I lost the cards already. Oops. It's one of these cards for, I think, Lilith, right? But by and large, the art is unique. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Lilith. So, I mean, it's slightly different, but it's, you know, it's the same basic image, which I'm absolutely fine with. You know, but just, and, you know, so the goddess cards are in this deck too, right? So we have Morgan, but those are the only ones, I believe, that do that. I mean, look how beautiful these are together. And you know what? I think, yeah, I think these could be great paired with this. I think, like for me, oh, let me show you. So I think the way that I'll probably end up reading with them, I mean, not 100%, you know, it depends, but I feel like I would start with one or two. Let's do one, right? So I pull one card, and then build out the spread with the oracle. I just feel like, yeah, and kind of explore this card through this. Does that make sense? It's almost like I don't know. I feel like maybe because the art styles are so similar that you could, like, say you said you know, I'm having a really hard time with this thing right now, and I just need help. Like, what do I need? What do I need to do? Where do I need to go? Oh, and of course I pulled two cards. We're gonna go with it because that's what I pulled. So we have temperance and strength, right? So then, you know, what are those things that need temperance, right? Those areas. Is it you might go into it like first looking at it from a perspective of bodies. I've talked about bodies before, and we have like the physical body, the mental body, the emotional, the spiritual, right? So which body needs that focus, right? Where's that place that I need to first focus my energy? And this is that's from the other deck, I think. And so pull a card there, right? So this is where I need to focus. And to me, that speaks to my unconscious mind, right? And then I don't know why he's going nuts. So, and then we have the Morgan. And so to me, this is speaking of kind of clearing out those old pains and hurts and grievances and resentments. Like, I feel like, get rid of that dying stuff that you don't need. Right? And then in strength, where do we need to really focus that strength to look for that inner self? And you know what, to me, this speaks of the spiritual body, right? This is the spirit. Sorry about that. I had to move my car for my daughter. So, yeah, so if the spiritual side is where we need that strength, and to me this reinforces that too. And I think it's about connecting, right? Connecting with that divine or with the whatever that spirituality is for you. And if you're not spiritual, maybe that's a call that it needs to come, it needs to happen. And so I would continue kind of going more and more into these from here, and you could do this with as many cards as you wanted. So whether you did it with one, whether you did it with 100, I mean, there aren't 100, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. And see, these cards are this oracle is so, so powerful for me. It really sucks me in. And this is a fabulous intuitive deck. And, I think this too. So that's how I'm probably going to use this. Now, I may certainly pair this with other tarot decks, other oracles. I don't think that I'm going to pair it with this one. This one just feels very, very, very different. Yeah, so this isn't one that I'm going to pair with these, with this deck, which, by the way, I did check after I moved my car, and this was the Kickstarter. So, this deck, the Fool's Tarot, was an add-on that I did. So, apologies for the confusion, but oh man, I love this artwork. I hope they make this into like a complete deck too, but I think the size is so great for a majors only deck because it is bigger. This could be a great one to do, to pick like one card for your day, for your week, for your month. Keep it on your altar, keep it by your, like on your night table. I think, and the size makes it really perfect for that too. That is such a great card. Oh man, I love this deck so much. So let me know what you think. Do you have any of these decks that I've shown? The heck is the? I really like this too. I think that I'm not big on writing in books. I'm weird about that. I like my books to be pristine. But I think I might write in this. And I think I'm going to say, it might be interesting to do as an exercise, and I haven't done this before, but I'm just thinking of it now, is to pull, like, just whatever, one card, right? So you pull one card, not even for a reading, just pick one card, right, to focus on. And like when you're in different states. So for example, if you're feeling relaxed, pick up the Empress and pull out 3 things that you associate with, like those 3 gut words, that just first bubble up, even if they don't make sense. and write in, like, okay, I'm feeling relaxed, and these are the words I associate with it, right? I wouldn't write all that. I would just probably write relaxed and then the 3 words. And then when you're stressed, take that same card, pull 3 words. When you're angry, when you're sad, when you're all these different emotions, and pull those 3 words out and kind of build a list. I think it could be really interesting to do. I may do that. I think that would be fun. And just to kind of see how those words change. And I will say, I would pick the card first, pick your words, and then open it up so that you're not swayed by anything you wrote before. I think that's how I'm going to use this, at least to start. I think that's a really... it's an interesting idea, at least to me. I don't know. But, I just love this art. Oh, I love it. So, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any of these decks, all of these decks, what you think, what you like. And until next time, just be wonderful to yourself. Be really, really wonderful, because you deserve the best, only the best, all the best. And that is my wish for you.